Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting unboxing. So for months I have been wanting an Aleana practice hand, but I've never been able to grab one, and I have one today and it's one of their special edition ones. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the most realistic looking practice hand of my entire life. So here we go. So like I said guys, this is an Aleana hand. These are basically made by a prosthetics company, so they look amazingly real. They're from Portugal, so it took a few days to arrive. Literally, I ordered the Friday and it was here by the Wednesday, I think it was, or the Thursday, so less than a full week to get here, which is insane. Now they are a little bit more expensive than some of the practice hands that we have here in the UK, like HOWDY, but you've also got other makes like Red Iguana, and I think it's a fairly similar price to the Red Iguana hands, but I will pop photos of both on screen so you can see. Mine was more expensive because it was a limited edition, sort of special edition one, just because I'm a little bit extra. But yeah, this is, I haven't looked at it yet. All I've done is taken my address and everything off of the box. So I thought I would show you what's in here live. So I'm just going to get into it. Okay, so in the box we've got a few things. Let's go with this one though. Let's just unwrap him. So, first up I got this slab. And when I say it's heavy, I mean this must have taken up majority of the weight in this box. Like, it's a proper beastie slab, but this is to stop your hand moving when it's on here and toppling over. So that was the first thing I got. I wonder if my invoice is in here so I can tell you. Oh no, I think I've been that. I've then got some tips. I feel like I only ordered one set, but knowing me, I probably actually ordered two. So I've got some long coffin ones and some shorter almondy square ones. I thought rather than fumbling through all the ones that I've got, I'd just go with what they have there. So I definitely know it's going to fit the hand okay. So as you can see, these are big packs. So we've got lots and lots of tips. We've also got in here, I believe this is the stand. Okay, so this is the stand that the hand comes on, and then it also has a magnetic end in case you had a half hand or a practice finger. I've got a full hand, so it's going to slot onto here. So you get that. It's good that you get both attachments. And then this is the best bit. This is what we're all waiting for. It is the Aleana practice hand. I love that it comes in a nice box. Oh, it's magnetic. So what we're going to do... Oh my goodness. Look at that. It feels quite heavy and it looks really real. Bit squishy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my goodness. Here she is. Have you ever seen a practice hand that looks more real? Like, look at that. You'd think I was working on a normal hand. So this is a posable one. I've already got glitter on. But like, I'm going to be able to work on it as if I was working on a human. Now, I think the flexible one is obviously moves a little bit easier, but this means that I can pose this for photos. So, you know, I could have it posed like that, or, you know, like that. But look at the detailing on this. obviously. Even all the glitter that I've managed to stick on it already. But this is their moon practice hand. I'm going to call her Celine, I think, because it's like the moon goddess. So they did ones that have flower tattoos on the hands as well, but I decided I wanted the moon one. It's different to all the others. It's not everyone's taste and everyone's different, but it's very me. I really like it. And it's a really good size, you know, that's my hand in comparison. So if I straighten out the fingers, like, it's the same size as my hand. And if I obviously straighten them out, you can see all of that amazing detailing in there. Use a lint roller over there to get my glitter. But like you can see all of the blue veins and everything. That's insane. Insane, insane, insane. I love it. You've got all of the shading and the colouring on here. You can tell this has been created by people that are experienced in things like prosthetics, because even those cuticle areas look so good, like insane. So I'm going to just pop her there. And we're going to sort out this slab. I could have probably bought a tile myself, but this is really thick and chunky, and you know what, I'm lazy and I couldn't be bothered to have to go and buy something, so I just went with this. Okay, what we're going to do is, this is extendable, I believe, and movable, yeah. And I think you just pull it out to the length that you want, and then you can obviously set it to the positioning that you want, so like that. Lock it in place, and then what you do is you peel that one off. I'm just going to press him down and lock that into place, and that is not budging anywhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to take where the hole is, to work on. I am going to just adjust this though and lower it. Maybe I'll bring it up slightly. Obviously you've got to adjust them to a place where you're happy, and I think that's there for me. So yeah, you can work on your hands like these. Let's pop a couple of the tips in. There are the tips in. I've obviously got a thumb as well, but I've sort of left that one out. And the tips slide in really nicely. I think this has to be one of the best looking cuticle zones on a practice hand. But yeah, what I'm going to do is just file up the edges. Now you can obviously change your shape. You'd want to be really careful with the, oh look, you can twist it like you would a finger or a client that you were working on. You obviously want to be really careful not to catch the rubber with the file. I'm just using a lint roller just to remove any dust and things off of there. But yeah. So what I'm going to do is jump in and do a quick design. It's voiceover Jazz here. So today we're going to use these two colours from Ugly Duckling. I'm trying these out. We're also going to use S'mores Fine Glitter and then some crystals from the Stars and Stripes crystal mix from Raven Cosmetics, of course. So going in with 002 from Ugly Duckling. These are brand new gels. I should have a video up very soon on these because I'm trying these out for the first time. And they are really lovely to work with and super pigmented. I like potted gels. I often find myself at the salon decanting colours and using a brush to paint it on. I feel like you end up using less product as well because you're using like a brush, and like I feel like you have a bit more control with it, and it's perfect for those clients that have really small nail beds. So we're going to do 2 layers of both of these gel polish colours on these fingers, and it already feels like I'm working on an actual hand. It is a little bit of adjusting to get used to because obviously it's not as easy to move as an actual person is, because obviously the person would be moving for you essentially. Obviously you twist the fingers where you need them, but you've got your actual client to move around as well, and we don't have that with this hand. So that was a little bit of an adjustment, but you can see how easily I'm able to move it, and she genuinely looks really real, which I'm so shocked by. The photo that I took at the end, I was like, oh my god. So yeah, next we're going in with 048 or colour 48, which is this red. It has like a pink undertone to it, and I wasn't sure whether it would be that proper Christmas red. However, I do really like it. So again, I'm going to do 2 coats of this, and I'm going in very carefully around the cuticle line because we don't want to get anything on there. I did get some glitter on the actual finger, on the ring finger, but to be honest, I just went in with a lint roller and cleaned it up as and when. So again, I'm going to do 2 coats of this on my pinky finger as well, and then we will be back for the next step. They just apply so easily, and like this hand is so good to work with. I'm genuinely shocked at how nice it is, and I love the tattoos on it. So we're going to cure that. Then I'm going to go in with my matte top coat. I'm going to use the I start off with my Phoenix Glitter one, and then I decide to go in with my Ugly Duckling one because I thought, I've got that, why not try it out and see how it actually performs in a nail design. So the first layer of matte top coat is Phoenix, and it is a really nice matte top coat. I'm then going to go in with a fine liner after I've cured that with some foil gel on there, and we're going to do sort of a little branch design basically. So I end up fumbling around for a little while trying to get my placement right. The foil gel ran up my liner brush, but I was too lazy to find a smaller brush where it would fit on basically, so it was just pure laziness. So I'm just going to do some little branch strokes and then cure it. I'm sorry there hasn't been many videos recently. I had what felt like the worst cold or flu, and it wiped me out for about 2 weeks. And then the other 2 weeks life just got in the way, so I was super busy. But I'm back, I have lots of Christmas content planned. If you look at my community post, you'll see that I've been doing a few posts here and there, and I've got lots and lots planned. Anyway, back to the design. Once I've done, once it's cured, I'm going to go in with a gold foil over the top of the foil gel to give the branches that golden colour. I've gone for a gold that's not a really orangey gold, it's more of a, it's got like a yellow undertone. I don't know how to describe it, it's just a really nice colour gold foil, and I think it's perfect. So as you can see, it's more of a pale gold. I don't know how to describe it, it's just a really pretty foil. Anyway, I've done that. Now I'm going to top coat it again before I put the Stars and Stripes crystals on there, because I didn't want to knock any of the foil or anything off. So I'm going to go in with my Ugly Duckling top coat, which is a matte top coat, and I'm going to cure that as well for 60 seconds. Once that's cured, you then want to remove the tacky layer. I couldn't work out why it still looks shiny, and it's just because you've got to remove that tacky residue. I like to give things a bit of a waft, and you can see it's slowly going matte. What I've also done is I've put some of my crystals in this tray just so it's easier to pick up, and I'm going to just use some I'm going to use some gem glue. You can tell it's been a while since I've done a voiceover. One this long anyway, and we're just going to pop on some red crystals, so they're going to look like little holly berries or just berries in general on a tree. And I'm only going to do 2 lots of these just because this isn't a huge nail, and these aren't small crystals. I do have some smaller red ones, I just couldn't find them anywhere. I'm in the process of reorganising the cabin again, so I'm going to do that on both nails, and then I'm going to cure that in my lamp as well. Once that's cured, I'm going back in with my fine liner and some no wipe top coat, and I'm putting this over the berries and on the branches because I'm going to do some sugaring, and I want it to look like sort of snow's falling. However, I did find that actually the first nail it didn't work quite as good as I wanted to, so the second nail I'm going to do the same thing, but this time the base colour that I put down has a sparkly white tinge to it, so it does look more like snow. But basically I'm just sprinkling s'mores over the top, tapping it off, and I'm going to cure that in the lamp. I then realised I should probably no wipe top coat the other nails, the red ones, so I don't get glitter stuck in that, because we still have a tacky layer there. So this is me just top coating it before I realise I'm going to get glitter stuck in it, and I actually do have a piece of glitter stuck in that nail that I'm working on currently, and it was so frustrating. However, I was committed. We're just gonna get through this tutorial, and then I will give you my final thoughts on this practice hand at the end. So I'm going to top coat them and cure that in my lamp as well. We're then going to give everything a really good dusty dust, and as you can see it doesn't look bad, but it's still not quite as nice as I want. So I do a zoom in and you can see I'm using a sparkly gel here. It's quite a nice thick one. To be honest, I could have got away with just doing the gel, but I really wanted to add a bit of extra texture and dimension to it. Like I said, the gel does look really good on there, but I thought the glitter might add to it, so that's what I do. And then I'm just going to sugar the glitter on again. Overall, this hand is incredible to work with. I really like it. I think it's going to be perfect for practicing. Obviously, you need to be a bit careful if you're using a nail file that you don't catch the silicone, because obviously it is still silicone, but it's fantastic quality and the attention to detail is insane. There are obviously cheaper ones, and I will leave a link to the website in the description box below, but ultimately this is by far the best practice hand I have ever used, and I've had a couple. This is the final set, so I really hope you guys like it, and I will see you in the next one.